Hi, it's May. How are you spending your time and energy? The more senior you become, the more important it is to be clear on how you answer that question. And that's because, first, not only are you an increasingly valuable asset to the organization, your time is finite and you can't make any more of it. Second, the way you choose to spend your time and energy sends a message to other people about who you are. It's part of your reputation. For example, early in my career, I was obsessive about getting every detail right, and people would look at me and say, that's May, the perfectionist. Later on, when I finally learned to lift my head up and look at the big picture, it was thankfully then, yes, May, she's strategic. The third thing is where you choose to deploy your talents drives the impact you can have in the world. Back in my perfectionist phase, I spent all my time on my little job and I had a very small circle of influence and impact. And maybe that's why now, today, I want to serve 1 million people. So, what's worth spending your time on and what isn't? Here is one way to think about it. A friend of mine who's a former executive at BP, British Petroleum, he introduced me to the concept of blue chips and white chips. Yeah, as in poker chips. And this is his shorthand way of setting priorities. In this case, let's say the blue chips are worth 10 and the white chips are worth 1. So when tasks or issues come up, you need to make a conscious decision about which category do they fall into. So thinking about tasks first and where you want to spend your time and energy, the blue chips are where you want to focus, and the white chips are ideal areas for you to delegate. Hey, and what's a white chip for you could be a blue chip for somebody more junior to you, and a great chance for them to gain experience under your guidance. This is a lot like the urgent versus important matrix for deciding where to spend your time, energy, and focus. You want to do the things in the top right box, the urgent and important, decide when to do the ones in the top left, delegate the ones in the bottom right, urgent but not important for you to do, and drop the ones in the bottom left that are neither important nor urgent. By the way, the things in the top row, the important row, those are the blue chips. And the ones in the bottom row, they're the white chips. So this also applies to where you choose to spend your personal capital. Let's say we're talking about issues instead of tasks. In that case, then the blue chips are the issues that are worth fighting for or worth fighting against, and spending your personal capital to win that argument. The white chips, on the other hand, those are the ones where you can be flexible and you don't need to fight to the death. We all know those people who have to win every single argument, and that's an example of someone who treats all chips as those blue chips. And that's not a great reputation to have, is it? To take it a step even further, the white chip arguments may not be worth winning even though you can win them. For example, making sure my boss knows that he was grammatically incorrect when he was in full flow making a point in a meeting. There is no positive outcome from winning that one, right? So that's a white chip. You leave it alone even though you can win that one or be right. So I want you to go out there and be known for being a leader who is focused on blue chips. And please share your thoughts on how best to spend your valuable time, energy, and personal capital in the comments section below. I'll be looking for that comment from you.